copy data from REST API, copy data from REST API using pagination. Copy data from REST API using pagination. Okay. This is a very lengthy case study, guys. So, okay, so we'll start up with this. Everyone is able to see the screen? Hello?
Yeah, Harry. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's go ahead with this. So, guys, we are going to start with this REST API integration. Okay, REST API. Okay, copy data, or instead of copy data, we'll say REST API integration. That's better, na? REST API integration. REST API integration. Technical word. REST API integration using pagination. Using what is that? Pagination. So, guys, in what is pagination? Basically, okay. So let's first of all describe the specifications now. Then and we'll again see the explanation on this specifications. Specification. Okay, guys. The specification. The specifications are here. Source. All of you. Source. Data store. REST API. Resource. Endpoint. REST API resource endpoint. And then I'm using the URL from where we wanted to take the data. The same one example, guys, what we have seen in the last class, but it is where more advanced in this, the second part of it. So sync data storage. So guys, here can you see ADLS Gen 2. This is the thing we have it. Okay. So guys, in the last class, what we have done is we have copied the data. Okay. We have copied the data, everyone. We have copied the data, okay, from a that is nothing but web page. What was that? So I'm just opening this web page again. So just have a look on this, everyone. So guys, just open this. See, this is the anyways, it's opening the portal of Azure. So just a minute, let me open this Google page. So dummy REST APIs. I'm using what is it? Dummy REST API, guys. Everyone, see dummy REST API. So from here, JSON placeholder. You have to go to the JSON placeholder. Okay, just open this. Now, guys, uh, guys, here we have it. So just open this. Now, guys, this is the URL where actually we have the data. Am I right, everyone? Hello?
Yes, Samir.
This is the URL where we have the exact data here. So what is that I wanted to do is, we have the data available here. So hence, just a minute. Copy this. Copy this and paste it here. Now, can you see here? We are able to get the whole data here by using this option. Am I right or not, everyone? See, we are able to get the data here. That means the whole data we are able to access it. But now tell me, how many records are there? Tell me now. In a single instance, we are able to access the data from all the, yes, from that is all the documents we are able to access in single instance. That means how many documents we have it? Just check here. The numbers, ID numbers, you just check it here. How many ID numbers you have it? Just check here. Come down till here. You have 199 or 200 documents are there. Am I right or not, everyone? See, hello.
Yes, Samir. Yeah, correct. 200. Yeah.
200 documents are there. So that means this 200 documents we have read in only single instance in the last class. Okay, in the
Correct.
last class we have read in, what is that? Single instance. Now I wanted to use, or now I wanted to read, okay, rather than reading the data in the single instance, I can read the data in batches. I can read the data in batches. Why batches? In order to reduce the workload, in order to reduce the load, in order to reduce the load on the system. Basically, we use, what is that? We read the data in batches, and the processing will be more faster. So we can read the data in batches, in multiple instances or batches. Multiple instances or what? Batches, by using the option called pagination. By using, what is that? Pagination. Okay, clear, everyone? See, this one I can read it as a one batch. This one I can read it as a one batch. This one I can read it as a one batch. That means one batch. That means what? One JSON document. Or I want all the JSON documents. Last time what we have done? We have read all the documents in what? One batch. Am I right or not? All the 200
Correct.
documents. But this time we are not going to read the whole data in, that is nothing but that is one batch. But instead of that, we are going to read, okay, one document as a one batch. One document as a one batch, for which we are going to do the following task here. What is that? So now, guys, can you see here how to read that? Can you see here? You have an option here. Today's slash. Can you see here? This is called as one. Am I right or not? One means what? Only one document will be read here. See? Am I right?
Yeah.
So whereas, guys, till here it is called as the till here. Till here it is called as what? Base URL. This is called as what? Base URL. This is called as what, guys? Base
Base
URL.
URL.
This is called as a base URL. Okay, base URL. So you will have two things, guys. This is called as a base URL. And next one, the next, what is that you have it? Next, what is that you have it? Yeah, see here. The next one is, sorry. The next one, what is that you have it? This one. This is called as a relative URL. This is called as what? Relative URL. Okay. This is called as what? Relative URL. Further to this, this is called as what? Relative URL. Further this, we can call it as a relative URL. Okay. So guys, okay, these are the two URLs you will have it. Can you see here? Can you see here, guys? Huh? So always you can add a relative URL to the base URL. Can I say like this? Always we can add the base URL to the relative URL. Can we say like this, guys? Yes, we
Yes,
can.
Samir. Yeah.
Yeah, we can add always what we can do is we can add the base URL to the relative URL. Sorry, relative URL, we can add it to the base URL to get the data more flexibly, to get the data more comfortably. Am I right or not? Okay. So now what is that I can do is, instead of giving directly one, if I use one, tell me how many documents will be read here? If I use one there directly, how many documents will be read? See, only one document. Am I right? If I am using two, that means the second document will be read only. Now, guys, I want what is that? 6. Means sixth document will be read here. Am I right or not? See, the sixth document is reading here. Am I right, everyone? Please.
Yes,
Hello.
Samir.
So sixth document is reading here. But actually, I want this one to be incremented every time. That means first time you have read one now, automatically. Second time it should take it as 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1. So means what is the 1 plus 1? Tell me now. 2. So second time it should display 2. Second document. Likewise, again you have what is that? Can you see here? Again you have what is that? 2 plus 1. Again, what is that? You have it? 3. So 3 should be displayed here. At 3 plus 1, every time it should be displayed. Every time it should be displayed as what is that? 3 plus 1. Incrementing. What is it? The logic of incrementing should be applied here. So, okay. So for that, what we can do it here, guys? We can declare this as a variable. We can declare it as what? Variable. So can you see here? So I can declare it as a variable. So I'm using variable. So I can use it towards that variable here. Okay, variable. At this variable value, I can keep on incrementing. Currently, it is 1. Variable is what? 1 is the value. Second time is what? Tell me now. The variable name is x. Let us give it as a variable name is x. X is equal to, guys, x is equal to 1 now. Second time, what would be the value of x? Huh? X is equal to, tell me now. X is
1
equal
plus
to,
1, 2.
yeah, x plus 1, am I right?
Correct. Yeah, x plus 1.
X plus 1. Sorry, x plus 1. X plus 1 is 2. Likewise, I want to keep on incrementing this up to whatever the instances you want to read it. Whether you want to read 10 instances or whether you want to read 5 instances or whatever the number of instances you want to read it. Okay. Or whatever the number of instances you want to read it. Those many instances, okay. Those many instances we have to create it. That's it. Okay. That's it, guys. Okay. So can you see here? So this is how we use it. But now every time can you see here? Every time this value should keep on changing. Am I right or not? Incrementing. Am I right? This value should be keep on incrementing every time. X is equal to x plus 1. But again, x is equal to what? 2x plus 1. Am I right? 2x plus 1 is equal to 3. Then x is equal to 3x plus 1. So every time one incrementing. Am I right or not? So whereas every time the value is being incrementing. The value is what's that? Incrementing. So now for that, we have to define the variables. Now guys, there are two things. One is a variable and one is a parameter. One is a variable and one is a parameter. Now tell me what is the difference you have between the parameter and variable, guys? This is an interview question. Tell me now. Yes. What is basically the pipeline variable and pipeline parameter difference? Yes, guys, everyone. Are you there?
Yes,
Please.
sir. So, mapping parameter is something like that. It remains constant while that across that the pipeline, whereas the variable will keep on changing. While running that
Very,
each and every time while run the mapping, its value will get changed
very
based
good.
upon whatever the logic.
Yes, very good. So that means the variable is nothing but basically does not has a constant value. The value can change here before and after the pipeline run. Whereas the parameter will have a constant value before the pipeline run and after the pipeline run. Getting my point? Okay. The parameters. So you can say this was one of the interview question, guys. Okay. What is the basic difference between the pipeline variable and pipeline parameter? Pipeline variables are those, guys, pipeline variables are those where the value does not changes before the pipeline and after the pipeline run. Okay. And whereas the pipeline variable value will change, whereas the pipeline variable value will change, guys, whereas the pipeline variable value will change before and after the pipeline run. The value, okay, okay, that's it, guys. So whatever the value before the pipeline you there, that is you have it, the same value will be presented even after the pipeline is run when it comes to the pipeline parameter. And what about pipeline variable? Pipeline variable, the value keeps on changing. So hence I'm declaring the pipeline variable here. What is it I'm using? Instead of using the pipeline parameter, I'm using the pipeline variable. I'm using what is that? Pipeline variable. Clear everyone? Yes, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So that's it now. Okay. Suppose here, guys, suppose pipeline. Shall I, all of you understood or shall I move further? Tell me yes. Please, ma. Hello.
Yeah, sorry, I understood. Yeah, please.
Okay. If you're clear, I'll move further. Okay. So we shall start with the, now I'm using the pipeline variable, guys. What is that? Can you see here? Pipeline variable and pipeline parameter. Pipeline parameter. Suppose I am using x is equal to 1 and here I'm using x is equal to 1. That means what? Before and after the pipeline run, before and after the pipeline run, everyone, before and after the pipeline run, the value remains the same. The value does not changes here. Does the value changes? No. You give the in where in the pipeline, you can see here, x is equal to 1 means here the value may change. But here x is equal to 1, it will remain as it is. If you invoke x after running this, even then it will give you the x is equal to 1 as the value only. It will give 1 as the value only. It will give what is that? 1 as the value only. Okay, guys? It will give 1 as the value only. That's it. Okay, the next one is, what is that you have it? Suppose I'm giving, can you see here? X is equal to x plus 1. So that means x plus 1 means what? What would be the value of x now? What would be the value of x now in the second line? Tell me now. X is equal to 2. Very good. But here, such kind of a thing does not happens in the pipeline parameter. It returns the same value. There is no changes. That is the difference you have between the pipeline parameter and the pipeline variable. Clear now, everyone? So in this exercise, I'm going to create, okay guys, I'm going to create variables first of all. That is the pipeline variables. What is the pipeline variables? Okay, pipeline variables. Those are nothing but currently I'm using current ID, current, current ID, current ID is equal to 1. Okay, then I want final ID, final ID is equal to 10. Suppose I'm using. That means the incremental logic should start from the 1 and it should be ended at the final ID at the 10. That means how many instances I wanted to read it right now? Tell me now, please. How many instances you wanted to read it right now?
10.
Uh,
10 instance.
yes, 10 instances. That means only 10 documents you want to read it here. So that means every time there should be increment of 1. Am I right or not? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, Samir.
Yes.
There should be the increment of 1. So here generally we write like this, no? Generally in, other languages, we write like this. What's it? Current ID, current ID is equal to 1. Current ID is equal to 1. Then, guys, everyone, current ID is equal to, tell me now, current ID,
Equal to current ID plus 1.
very good, current ID plus 1. Generally, we'd give like this. Am I right? Yes?
Yes.
This is
Yes.
the logic generally we apply it. But now, this logic is not supported here in ADF. That means if you assign the value to the same variable, you cannot use the same variable here. Current ID is equal to current ID plus 1, you cannot use it here. Current ID is equal to current ID plus 1. This is not at all supported or used. Supported. It does not support. The ADF does not support here. The ADF throws an error if you just use it here. So hence this logic is okay. So this particular logic is not supported by the ADF, but we have to do this task. What is the alternative for this? Yes, guys. What is the alternative for this? If such is the alternative, we want to search it for. Okay. So here can you see here? We will declare 3 variables here. What is that? So we will declare the 3 variables here. What are those variables? First variable is what? Tell me now. Current ID. And next one is final ID. But next one more variable I wanted to declare here, that is called as temp variable. I want to declare another variable called what? Temp variable. Okay. Temp variable is equal to what's that? Temp variable. Nothing. Temp is nothing. But here we will be using it. Okay. So let us see what is the other way of writing this logic. What is the other way of writing this logic? Let us try to see this. Okay. So we will assign the value not to the same variable, but instead of the current ID is equal to current ID plus 1, we don't assign this value to the same variable. Incrementing value, we don't assign it to the same variable. Instead, we assign it to the variable called what? Temp variable. To the variable called what? Temp variable. To the variable called what? Temp variable. That's it. Okay. So how will let us see? I'll show you the logic here. Now, can you see here? I'll write the logic here. Instead of this one, guys, instead of this one, I can write like this. What is that? Current ID is equal to 1. Then I can use temp is equal to current ID tell me now, current ID plus 1. Then you have to reassign it back now. So current
Equal to temp.
ID is equal to temp. Got it now? Is this logic also same works? Tell me now. Hello?
Yes. Yes.
That's it. The same logic we're going to apply. Clear, my everyone, or not?
Yes, Samir.
Okay. So now let's go ahead with the practicals now. So first of all, I'm starting up this session now. So for that, I'm just opening this. Just use it here. This portal.azure.com. Then open one more portal. You have to use it. So guys, everyone, just have a look on this. So the first one is the resource group. So you have to use the resource group. So here, give it here the resource group name. So I'm just giving the sample, okay, or else sorry, pagination. Enter the group name. So I'm using this. Pagination RG. That's it. Pagination RG. I want to use it. Click on this review. Click on the create. That's it, guys. So now here, see here, everyone. So just it's ready. The next one. After this, let us try to. Uh, anyways, the source is a REST API now. So directly I can go with what is it? The target creation. What is my target? Target is ADLS Gen 2. Am I right, everyone? Hello?
Yes, Samir.
Target is ADLS Gen 2. So as it is, we can just create it. Click on the create. So I'm just using the sync Gen 2. Sync Gen 2. Sync pagination. That's it. I want sync pagination, the name. So I wanted to use Gen 2, so hence use the advanced tab and select towards it, enable hierarchical namespace, review, and create it. So that's it now. It is ready now. So anyways, so we need not wait further for this. Okay, guys, so here you have it. So this is ready. So let it be. So now the next one, I wanted to use it here as a open this. Okay, so here you have it. Open the data factory. So open this. Click on the create. Select the resource group and now give it instance pagination. Instance pagination REST API. That's it, okay? So review it and now again click on the create. So go to this. Yes, guys, everyone is okay. So now I'm launching the studio. So REST API, now you have to start with the link services. Okay. And then you have to go ahead with the rest of the process. Let us just a minute. Start the link services here. So guys, this is ready. So just click on the expand tab, and then afterwards, once the expand tab is used, use the link services, click on the manage and use the link services here. And create the link service, first link service, click on the create. Okay, so I'm using REST. So use it here. Now guys, give the name here. So I'm using ls underscore, okay, REST underscore API underscore source. Okay, sure, everyone. So source is this one only, no? So guys, select everything. And now what is it you have to do? Okay, guys.
Copy the URL.
Copy the URL. So now I wanted to use the base URL or the relative URL here. I'm opening this. JSON dummy REST API. So guys, here just go and select the JSON placeholder. So guys, copy this. So this is called as a base URL till here. So just copy this base URL. Right now, don't worry about the relative URL because this value will keep on changing. Okay. So now I'm just using it. And here this should be the anonymous because it should be open source. So I'm using the anonymous here. So whenever I use the anonymous, everything will be disabled. That is, the username and password will be disabled because it does not require it. Click on this create.
In URL, single quote need to be removed.
Okay. Test it now. Click on the create. That's it, guys. This is ready. So click on open. And one more link service that is for the ADLS Gen 2. So I'm using the Gen 2 here. And now select it here, everyone. And now use it here. ls underscore. Okay, ls underscore. What is it I want? ADLS underscore Gen 2 underscore sync. That's it, guys. And now select it here. Select it here. Test it. Click on the create. That's it, guys. And now click on the author. And now select the pipeline, new pipeline. Okay, guys. Directly I'm defining the pipeline here. The logic I'll tell you here. Okay. Though can you see here? PL underscore REST API, REST API underscore pagination. Pagination. Okay, guys. I want to use PL underscore REST underscore API pagination. So now, first of all, can you see here? So far, we have defined the parameters. Am I right? So far, we have defined the parameters for the variables. Sorry, for the pipeline. Am I right? Yes, guys. So we have defined so many times the parameters of the pipeline, but the very first time we are going to create the variable for the pipeline. So just click on this variable. Click on the variables and click on can you see here? How many variables you wanted to create here? Tell me now.
Three
Tell me.
variables.
3 variables. Am I right? That is called as what? Current ID, final ID, and temp. Am I right?
Yes.
So these 3 variables you have to define it here. So just do one thing. Can you see here? So I'm just using this variables. Click on the that's it. Can you see here? First, just to define it here. Can you see the first variable I'm giving it current ID is equal to 1. I want to use a current ID is equal to 1. Second time, can you see here? Final ID is equal to 10. That means 10 instances I want to read it here. Finally, in the temp, what is it I want to tell me now? Current ID is equal to temp. I want to reassign it. Just remember this logic, guys. What I'm trying to apply this logic, because can you see, as it is only because the above logic is not supported in ADF. Assigning the same value to the current variable is not existing variable is not supported here. Hence, I'm using the different method for that is an alternative. You can say some alternative. Okay, guys, you can say some alternative here. So for that, I'm just using it. Okay, so I'm using current underscore ID. Current underscore ID. Yes, guys, current underscore. I'm using current underscore ID. Current underscore ID. Can you see? What is the string? It's asking for what is that? Current.
Indeed.
So string, oh, I don't think the string we should select it. Am I right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Integer.
Okay, let it be string. Later we'll convert it. Okay. Its
One.
current ID is equal to 1 now. So anyways, value, okay. Value I will give it as 1. Value I will give it as 1. Okay. That's it. For the value I'll give it as 1. The second variable I am using it, temp variable. TEMP, temp variable. And this temp variable means nothing. Let it be string and value should not be given. But next final ID variable I'm using, final ID. Final ID, I want to let it be string. And now can see actually it should be not the string, but still I'm using. Why? Because I will change it later. Okay. So this is the things you have it. Yeah.
Samir, you have assigned current ID to temp, right?
That logic I have not written yet. Simply I'm defining the variables now.
Okay.
I'm defining the variables, the first part. It's very lengthy exercise, don't worry. This part I'm doing it right now. Once this part is done, then we will come to this part or this part. Okay.
And what you said, what the ADF is not supported means the current ID equals to current ID plus 1. That is not supported by ADF, right?
Sorry, this is not supported by ADF. Instead of this one, I'm writing this logic. Okay.
Okay.
So that's it now. Let's go ahead. So let's go here. Can see here, final ID is 10 here. So that's it. Okay. So now let it be as it is. The 3 variables you have defined it now. So don't disturb the variables now. Let it be as it is. And now just use it here. Can you see here? Use an activity here. What is activity? I want to use the until activity. I want to use the until activity. TIL, until. So here it looks like a for loop. Okay, while loop. While loop. So it's just like a while loop. Okay. Until. Okay. So can you see here? While loop. It looks like a while loop, but exactly not. Okay. So can you see here? So it's just like it is okay. Looks like the while loop, but exactly not the while loop here. Okay. While and until. These are the two opposite things you have it. So what is the difference? Basically, you have do until and do while, guys. Can you tell me? Yeah. Yes, anyone remembered it? Until activity executes. Until activity executes. Until the condition is false. Until the condition is false. Okay. So the until activity executes the execution or carry forward the execution until the execution or until the condition is false. Until the condition is false. Okay, until the condition is what's it? False. And when it becomes true, it automatically exits out. Getting my point, everyone? You remember one, automatically you will remember the next one. Okay, the opposite one. Until means what? Until we'll execute. Until we'll execute of that is execution unless it is false. Okay, until it is false, and once it is true, it exits out the execution. Am I right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So you can use the until here. Okay, so I'm using the until, and let us go ahead with this until now. So have you used this so far, guys? Until? I think we have not used it. Huh?
No. Yeah, I think we haven't used it. I'm not sure, but as far as my memory goes, we haven't used it. I mean, the rest of the other folks can say.
No, I think this is using first time.
Okay. So let's go ahead. Sorry. Okay, guys. So yeah, I'm using this until activity. Okay. So until activity repeats the execution until the condition is what is that? Until the condition is false. Until the condition is false. Okay. I'm writing a point here. Everyone, you can note it off. Okay. Until activity executes the execution unless until the condition is false. Until the condition is false. Okay. Whereas while executes the activity, while executes the execution until the condition is true. Until the condition is true. Okay. These are the two things. So until is what is that? Here while executes until the condition is true, and until executes until the condition is false. Okay now? Guys, what happened? Are you there or not?
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yes, Samir. Yes, Samir.
Okay. So that's it. Okay. These are the two things. So I'm using it here. So now, guys, further. So let us go ahead here. I'm using this. Select it here. Go to the settings now. Until. Put the control. Go to the settings tab. Put the control on the. Keep the cursor in the properties should be parameterized. Click on the add dynamic contents. Add dynamic contents. Now we have to start declaring things here. Here you have to use it. How to write the condition here? There is a function called equals function, guys. There is a equals function. So you can just see here. equals function, logical functions, equals, okay, returns true if two values are equal. Okay, returns true if two values are equal. Okay, that is the condition is. So can you see here? I'm using it. Equals 1 comma 1. 1 comma 1. Tell me now, guys, if I'm using 1 comma 1, does it returns true or false? Huh? Equals 1 comma 1 I'm using. It returns a true or false?
It's written
True.
True. Yes, exactly. So 3 comma 1. Tell me now. Equals
False.
3 comma 1. Huh?
False.
False. No. Okay. To understand this more easily. So I have created a variable called current ID variable. Now I will write it. Okay. So the same way I'm writing it, leave it as it is, equals. So here I'm writing it. Can you see here? Come to the next line and write it here for more convenience. Variable. Select the variable. Variables, or else directly you can write it here. Na? Variable. Variable. Variable of current ID. So use it under the quotes. Current underscore ID. Current underscore ID. So use it here, comma 0. Is it okay? Fine, guys, everyone? Hello?
Yes, Samir.
At the rate equals of, but variable is not responding. Why it is not responding? Okay, just a minute. Where are variables? Okay. So let's try to use this. Put the control here inside this. Select the parent ID. Comma 0. Fine now? Fine, guys?
Yes, sir.
So this will returns true or false? Tell me now. It is
will,
accepted.
Yeah, it is accepted. Synthetically, it's correct.
Uh,
You return
It's
false
written
because we have
false.
assigned current ID 1.
yes.
1 is equal to 0.
1 is not equal to 0, so it is false.
Yes. So it will keep on continuing. Am I right?
Yeah, as per until function.
Yes.
it will
Yes.
keep on.
The next one. The next one. After this, what we have to do is. So next, I'm using it, guys. Everyone, I'm using the next function here. Can you see here? Now tell me, current ID is a string or it is integer right now?
Integer.
String it is.
It is a string. Yeah, we have defined
At
a
the
string
time
as
of
a data type.
creating, we have made it as a string. So now I will convert this string to the integer. So for that, what is the function we have it? We have a function called what's that? int.
We have to type cast.
Yes. So instead of that, I will write it here. Okay, I will, instead of writing this one directly, it won't, because it's a string. Now string comma 0 means nothing is going to happen. So let's try to make the changes on this. So guys, I'm just remove this. I'm using first of all int means what? Integer. Integer converted to the integer, converted towards it variable name. What's the variable name? Now put the variable control here. Current ID. Okay, current ID. Now use comma 0. Fine now. Syntactically now correct. Tell me, guys. The character that is nothing but is converted to the integer. Character is converted towards that integer. Okay, guys, clear now?
Yes, Samir.
Yes, Samir.
Samir, current ID is a variable, right? Why we need to add it in single quotes?
Current ID is a variable. Why required? Actually, the same syntactically it's taking basically. Oh, current ID is a variable. Why we require to add it in the table? Let's try to remove this.
For actual variables or parameters, we are not using single quotes, right?
It's not recognizing here. That's the reason. Okay. It's not recognizing without the quotes here. Syntactically, things will change here from one to another. This thing we have it. Okay. So now can you see here? Now 1 comma 0 means true or false? Tell me now, guys.
It's false.
2 comma 0. Yes?
False.
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 Likewise, you can keep on testing, but it is continuous. This will be continuous. There will be no stop here. We
Yes.
require to stop somewhere. Am I right?
Yes.
Correct.
It will be always be false. So always the false. So we require to stop somewhere here. Okay. That means it will be like an infinite loop here. It will be like an infinite loop, never stopping. It will keep on going. So now we require to stop it somewhere. We require to stop this execution. Okay. So for that, as of now, this is the logic. Okay. That's fine now. So this
So we have-
logic, whatever you have it, we have written it. It will be always tested as a true here. Okay. It will, sorry, tested as a false here. Always you execute it n number of times. So those n number of times it will execute as what's that? True only. That is something or false only. That's it. Okay. Now we have to stop it somewhere. So that for that we'll write a separate condition. Just a minute, guys. Sorry. So now let us see here. The next one after this. Okay. So we have to stop it somewhere now. So anyways, just click OK. That's it. False. False means start execution. So here you have a pencil symbol is there, na? Guys, pencil symbol is there. Until, okay, this is called as configuration pen. This is called as what? Configuration pen. Open this. Can you see here? Configuration pen is there. So here, can you see here? So now what is it you'll do is, I'll start the copy activity here. Copy. Copy data. Drag and drop the copy activity. That's it, okay? Drag and drop the copy activity. So let's try to make out here. Drag and drop of the copy activity. Source, dataset, and sync dataset has to be defined. Okay. So till here it is clear for everyone, guys. Anyways, time is also reaching very fast. So
Yes, sir.
tomorrow we'll start at 6:15, guys. Okay. Be connected. I'll just put the message in the group as well. We'll start by 6:15 tomorrow. Okay. This is a very lengthy exercise. So it will take some time. So we'll just have to do it again tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So that's it, guys. I'm just stopping the class. Thank you.
Hello, Samir.
Please, please.
Samir, today is the last day of the invite for us. And from tomorrow, I think we don't have any invite.
No, that will automatically renew. You don't worry.
Okay.
Invite in the sense you mean to say the link or partner
Yes.
that will be automatically renewed.
Okay, same link will be able to join.
No change in the link. They will do it.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.